Hi, my name is Nathaniel Hawkins, and this is my Virtualbox final project video. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate my master son Virtualbox by downloading several appliances and configuring them to talk to one another in the host. I will also configure my Ubuntu virtual machine network adapter so it too can see other virtual machines in the host. Next, I will install and configure the Tomato Car virtual appliance I downloaded earlier from the Turnkey website, ensuring that it too can communicate with the host and other virtual machines in a virtual environment. Finally, I will verify connectivity between the virtual machines and the host by using the ping command at their respective prompts. Okay, let's get started. The first step in the project is to create a virtual machine using a Windows operating system. Since I've already downloaded Windows XP, I'm going to go to VirtualBox Manager and I'm going to click New. And under name, I'm going to type Windows XP. Click Next. The memory requirements is at least 1 gigabyte of memory. I'll give it slightly more than that. Click Next. And we'll stay with the default Create a Virtual Disk Now. Click Create. Also, we'll stay with the default of VDI Virtual Disk Image. Click Next. And it should be dynamically allocated, and that is the default. We'll click Next. And the hard disk space should be at least 20 gig. We'll give it 20 gig and click Create. Okay, as you can see, our Windows XP installation has completed and Windows XP is up and running. The next step in the project is to install Virtual Machines Additions. And what Virtual Machines Additions is, it enhances the I/O communications between your host and your virtual machine. So in other words, if you have a display that doesn't quite look right when you enlarge the screen, or your mouse movements are hesitant, then what Virtual Machines Additions will do is enhance the communication so that your mouse will run smoothly and your display will look better. So now let's install Virtual Machines Additions. And the way we do that, we go up here to Devices, and at the bottom we click on Install Guest Additions. Okay, our Windows XP virtual machine is back up and running, and now we are going to verify the virtual machine guest additions installation. We'll do that by clicking on Start, click on All Programs, and as you can see, Oracle Virtual Machine VirtualBox Guest Edition has been installed successfully. We would now install the virtual appliance Tomato Cart. Tomato Cart falls under the categories of e-commerce and content management and is simply an online marketplace. In the description, you see there are a host of tools that comes with Tomato Cart to assist you with the daily operation and maintenance of your online store. Now we're ready to install the Tomato Cart virtual appliance. First thing we want to do is go to our VirtualBox Manager, click New. In the name box, we're going to type Tomato Cart. Under Type, we are going to select Linux. Under Version, we're going to select Other Linux. Click Next. We'll allocate at least 1 gigabyte of memory for this virtual machine. Create a virtual disk now. Instead of creating a virtual disk now, what we're going to do is we're going to use an existing virtual hard drive file. So select the last radio button and click on the directly icon and go to Tomato Cart. Click Open. Click Create. Okay, now we have our Tomato Cart virtual machine configured. We're going to power it on. Click Start. And watch as our virtual machine loads. Finally, the last part of this project involved verifying communications between the virtual machines and the host. And to speed the process up, I have already attempted to connect to our online store by typing the IP address of Tomato Cart in the host browser. And as you see, it did not work. Okay, to correct the communications issue that we just experienced, I have fast forward ahead and I have configured all of the virtual machines with the bridge adapter. As you can see here, Windows XP now is configured with the bridge adapter, as is Ubuntu and Tomato Cart. Okay, as you can see, all our virtual machines and the host is on the same subnet with IP addresses assigned from the same DHCP server. So let's start testing communication between the virtual machines and the host. We'll begin with Windows XP, and we're going to ping Ubuntu. As you see, there's a successful ping. We are now ping the host. That too is successful. And we'll ping Tomato Cart. And as you can see, that too is a successful ping. Next, we'll go to our host adapter. We'll ping Tomato Cart. As you can see, there's a successful ping from the host to Tomato Cart. Now we'll ping Ubuntu. That too is successful. And we'll ping XP. Okay, let's see now if we can connect to Tomato Cart through our virtual machines. Let's first start with Windows XP. Click on Start, go to Internet, and we'll type in IP address 172.16.0.7. And as you can see, we can successfully connect to the Tomato Cart website. We'll now go to Firefox and the Ubuntu desktop. We'll type in IP address 172.16.0.7. And again, we can connect to the Tomato Cart website and from our host. And once again, we can connect to the Tomato Cart website. We will now ping our virtual machines and the host from Ubuntu. We'll open up a terminal window, and we'll begin by pinging Tomato Cart. As you can see, there was a successful ping from Ubuntu to Tomato Cart. We'll do a control break. We'll now ping the host. Again, we have a successful ping. We'll now ping XP. And again, we don't have a successful ping. So we're going to stop the video at this point, and we will attempt to address this in our next video.